Hello, and welcome to No Soul Left Behind. I'm Laura Brockway. With the right set of tools, we can build anything, even a kingdom that's not of this world. Tonight, we are going to hear about our Warpath. It is a perfect website with the perfect set of tools to build a Catholic mind, soul, and body. And we're going to talk to the president of our Warpath, Joe Rigi. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you very much,
Hello,
Laura, for
hi.
having me. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
It's an
thanks.
honor to be on. I'm glad to have gotten in touch with you and to come on and talk to you a little bit about a Warpath.
Oh, it is a blessing. It's just been a blessing that I've found this in the first place. So, and then to have you come on and to have a Rigi on, I'm sorry, but that's a big deal. So I'm starting to learn that. So we're going to get started right away, but would you lead us, please, in an opening Pater Noster?
Yes. Pater Noster, quies in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, via voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra.
Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis odie, et dimitte nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimittimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malum. Amen. Thank you. Okay, great. I'm going to kind of give Joe the floor because he has so many amazing things to show you. And I mean, right out of the gate, go ahead, Joe. Tell us, first of all, just tell us about our Warpath. Tell us kind of what inspired you and maybe what you hope to accomplish.
Okay. Yeah, getting started with our Warpath was very exciting to work on something like this, especially a Catholic website. However, originally we weren't going to do a Catholic website. A bunch of us, friends, brothers, got together and we had an idea for our high school. So we were all alumni now. So we had the idea, hey, let's make a Catholic alumni website that's going to give the alumni everything they need to live not just good Catholic lives, but great Catholic lives. We're going to give them the resources they need to use and to implement in their lives, and they're going to be able to do what they need to do, get the job done, and be great Catholics. As we were kind of developing the idea, we were reflecting on the mission of our Warpath, what it's going to be doing for alumni, and we kind of came to the realization that this is going to be a resource for alumni, and it's going to give them everything they need. But if we think it's going to be great, if we think it's going to be something that's going to keep these people on the right track, why aren't we offering it to everybody? So we scratched the plan of we're just giving it to alumni, and we made it a Catholic website, a Catholic nonprofit organization that's meant for every Catholic. Doesn't matter what kind of Catholic you are. If you're baptized and you're Catholic and you go on our website and you find a article that you love and that you can use and implement in your life, boom, it's yours. Take it. It's yours. If you find a meditation that you find useful, take it. It's yours. And even if you're not Catholic, if you come on our website, if you come by an article that you think impresses you, that's yours. So we're really open to sharing the faith and sharing the truth. And essentially the truth is what matters. And kind of our motto, we have a couple, but one of them is life is warfare. It's a battle. It's a constant battle. I think you love one of our slogans, no excuses. And it's a huge idea that people these days don't take accountability. But getting back on track about our Warpath, one of the questions that people ask us is, what's with the war stripes? Why do you have 3 stripes? What's the significance of 3 stripes? And that they're war stripes, and each stripe has its own meaning. You have one stripe, which is the very basic level of our lives, which is the physical level. And physically, we need to be fit. We need to eat correctly. We need to sleep well. We need to take care of our bodies because they're temples of the Holy Ghost. because we're children of God and we need to take care of everything that he gives us. The second stripe is the mental level. You have to educate yourself about what's going on in the world. You have to educate yourself about your faith. You have to be learning new things about your faith daily. There always needs to be a progression. We have to remind ourselves what's going on and what am I doing. And the third war stripe, which is perhaps the most important, and it is the most important, is the spiritual aspect of it. We need to be doing daily readings, daily meditations, daily sacrifices. We need to have daily intentions that we can offer up and pray for. And we need to have daily mass, and if we can, and frequently receive the sacraments. So those are the war stripes. You need to have
and this is all on your website.
Yeah, this is all on the website. And you need to have, we give Catholics everything they need. So we try to do every month, and it's been every other month, but we do physical challenges for people. So challenge yourself, whether it's a mile a day for a month, or it's a plank, or it's a burpees and beads challenge. We tried to implement, let's do burpees, but let's also, throw some decades of the rosary in there so you can get both of them. We also have spiritual readings, blog posts, movie reviews. You have movie reviews. People are always wondering, what's a good movie to watch? So there are movies that you can watch. There are good albums that you can listen to. And of course, the most importantly, we have daily meditations, all original. Our staff writes them, and they're there to help people, and they're there. And looking at our site, you can realize there's a lot of original content on there, and there's a purpose to that, especially with our meditations. While I don't want to take away from meditations that have been done by Saint John of the Cross and great meditations. These are great saints. Okay, they have great meditations. I'm not saying our meditations are better, because they're not. We're not saints. However, people are really able to relate and connect with the average person and what they're going through on a daily and weekly level. So they're able to connect with, I'm feeling terrible this morning. I can't get out of bed this morning. They're really able to connect with that because it relates to maybe how miserable their life is at the moment, That
is very true. I have been, just since we met recently, sharing some of the meditations on a few Facebook pages, and everyone reacts to them. Every kind of Catholic, but every kind of person. And several times just in the past couple of days, someone has said, this is exactly what I needed right now. So that what you're putting out there is for someone. The Holy Ghost has intended that for people, and those people are finding it. So it's already impacted me. Right off the start, when I saw the challenges, I said, this is exactly what I need. So I know that every person can just grab them right away and use them. And it's funny because I was just talking to Dr. Taylor Marshall last week, or the week before we met, and we were just talking about this, about how the tools are not available for people to dig ourselves out of what we're in and to see the truth and to know which way to go and to get the answers. And then I find your website, and these are all the tools. These are the tools my mother provided me, that her mother provided her, that aren't available today. So I told you there's no such thing as coincidences. This is just what I need right now. There's just what everyone needs right now. There's always the right thing at the right moment when that person needs it. So
and that's
incredible work.
Thank you. And that's what our Warpath is trying to do. We're a group of young men and women dedicated to pushing not only ourselves, but to pushing others to try to live the most authentic and real Catholic lives as they can. And I think we put authentic in there, authentic Catholic living, and it's so essential. That word is so essential because we see in today, there's a huge crisis in the church. To deny that there's a crisis is to be extremely ignorant in what's going on in our society today. There's a crisis in the church, and we need to be able to understand that. And one of the aspects of the crisis in the church that's just terrible is that the Catholic faith has been watered down. The Catholic faith has become so shallow. People wonder why so many Catholics apostatize. So many Catholics leave the faith. Why are they leaving the faith? And I did research on this in one of my classes. Why are Catholics leaving the Catholic faith? One of the answers, one of the most popular answers that people were giving was they didn't see a difference. They didn't find a difference in Catholicism than they were in other religions. It seemed the same to them. And that's something that should strike us. Yeah, there's something that should strike us. It's terrible. If you have something, you have something to say?
I was just going to say, if you compare it also to the secular world, it's the exact same thing that has gone on. It's the exact same tactics that have been used. The enemy has used the exact same tactics in the secular world and in the church. And nobody has any tools to get out of it. The tools are the truth. But even that has been watered down, like you said, to the point where it's blurry. So these tools truly challenge you and help you to focus. And then just the first thing I saw on the website the first time I clicked on, which I think was a Holy Day challenge, a Holy Week challenge. Mm-hmm. And I just thought this is just having Holy Week challenges. And then it was incredible. I mean, it really made you strive for it. Because, it's not easy. This is about striving for excellence, not mediocrity, not anything else. You got to strive for excellence and hope to achieve mediocrity, but you got to strive for it in the first place. And this gives you the tools to do that, and then hopefully get closer and closer to it. So,
yeah,
my 2 cents. I'm sorry if I ramble.
No. I mean, you're spot on. We have to be able to. And the important thing to get people to really push themselves is we have to make people realize that the Catholic faith is beautiful. The Catholic faith isn't a sissy religion. It's not You have to get people to understand, listen, the Catholic faith is beautiful. And part of what our Warpath is doing is showing people you can see the beauty of the faith. You can also see how you can use the faith it can be used as something fun. That's why we have challenges. That's why we have music to listen to and movies to watch, good movies to watch. The faith can be fun. It's not something where, there's a critique of Catholicism. Rules. That's all you have. There's no fun. That's a totally terrible perspective to look at the faith. The faith is an opportunity. The Catholic faith is true freedom. That's the right to choose good.
Exactly
That's the right to hold on to the truth and take it for yourself. And so we're trying to get people to realize and to wake up every day of their lives and to want to live a disciplined life, a thoughtful life, a real life, and to be true to your Catholic beliefs. And that's something that we have to understand. And that's what we're trying to give with our podcast, with our meditations, with our monthly challenges, with our Lenten challenges. So it's something that we're really trying to instill in Catholics around the world, and especially in Catholic youth. There's a crisis in society, but essentially it comes down to religion. There's people have a crisis. There's a crisis with God. There are people out there. We look at the world today, and what we've been seeing in the news lately is people are attacking America. People are attacking America. Yes, America is at war in a sense with itself because it's very divided, very polarized. But if you take aspects of politics, like the pro-life movement, you take any of those truths, at their very essence is God. So if there's an attack on morals, values, and principles that have been held on to by our parents and their parents and our ancestors for decades and centuries, then there is an attack on God, because if wherever there is truth, there is God, because God is truth. So we have to understand that listen, people aren't attacking your country, people are attacking your God, and we have to get people riled up. We have to get people riled up,
absolutely,
ready to stand up and fight. That's why you have the war stripes. We have to fight every day on a physical level. We have to fight every day on a mental level. We have to fight every day on a spiritual level. And until we realize that there's an attack on our God and there are people spitting in Christ's face and beating him, we're not going to be successful as Catholics. So we have to be able to understand that.
Not only is it an attack on our God, but our God has all of the answers. That's why he is being attacked. And the devil has caused all of this confusion. And our Warpath is the tools to solve that confusion, help you see the truth and the path out, to dig yourself out from under all of that confusion. I promise you, it takes the tools that are here. I've done it, and I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. I didn't do it using our Warpath. I did it using the tools my mother passed down to me that I rejected for a long time. But then when in the end, when my way wasn't working, I turned to those tools because I knew my mother had it together. So what did she do? She had the rosary. And through what she had taught me, and I tell people this a lot, because when my mother taught it to me, I wasn't interested. But when I needed it, long after she was gone, then I turned to it. And I tell people, teach your children even if they don't want to learn, because it might be one day, long after you're gone, it saves them. So these are the tools that many parents didn't pass down to Catholics, especially because everything's been so watered down. So if you are one of those people who weren't blessed with someone who passed it down, you can find everything you need on this site. I promise you. I am growing on this website. So if it's been beneficial to me, I know anyone will find it useful.
Yeah, I mean, it's there for the taking. It's there for anyone who wishes to use it. And I think going off of what you were saying, we're living in a world that there are a group of people. I'm not saying a specific group of people. I'm just saying there are people that want the destruction of Christ. There are people that are godless. And what's at the root of godlessness? And for me, that is, at the root of godlessness is pleasure. And we're living in a world that's so full of pleasure. Everything is instant gratification. I want it, so I'm going to take it. And that's what people are doing. That's
and I deserve it.
Exactly. That's why the porn industry has gone up. That's why, people are watching whatever they want, reading whatever they want, doing whatever they want. No one cares. So at the root of godlessness is pleasure. And the way to do away with God is to get rid of sacrifice, is to make people believe that the only person that matters is yourself. And that's why, all these cheesy and terrible sayings that we find cheesy and we don't even realize are terrible are, just be you, or you were born that way, so go along and do whatever you want. As Catholics, we have to take a step beyond that. We were born maybe a certain way. Maybe we have tendencies to be lazy, but we weren't born lazy. We have to overcome that laziness. Whatever our vices are, we weren't born like that, so we just succumb to it.
How many saints?
That's the way we are.
How many saints have said it? Either you rule your passions or they rule you. It's about self-control. It's about self-mastery. And I would know, wouldn't I? With my temper, which I'm working really hard on. So identifying the issues that's the first step, and I'm coming a long way. But this is what it's about. Whatever is your issue, it doesn't matter what is your issue. Maybe it's a physical thing of overeating, and that would affect your mind, body, and your spirit, your soul. So maybe it's an addiction, maybe whatever it is, maybe it's porn, whatever it is, the tools are here to pull yourself out of it. And it all, it really all comes down to he must increase, I must decrease. The battle is against self for every one of us. And whatever is your issue, the solution, the church has the solution, whether it's overeating or over shopping or only thinking of yourself or worldliness, whatever it is, you get closer to God.
Yeah.
And using these tools, and the closer you get to God, the more simple you become.
And
you lose a lot of those things.
Exactly, and it comes back down to what we were talking about. It comes right back to sacrifice. To be Catholic is to live in a way uncomfortably. You know, you're gonna have to deny your friends when they want to go out and get drunk. Sorry, I can't do that. Whether they think that's stupid or whatever, that's their problem. That's something that maybe they will realize down the road through your sacrifice. But to be Catholic, and our shirt, we have new shirts. It's Dare to be Catholic, because it's difficult. That. It's difficult to be Catholic. We live in a time where the world,
and to wear a shirt is more difficult to show to the world. It's worse than wearing a Trump hat. So.
And we were doing a podcast with Dom Rosso. He's an ex-SEAL, Catholic ex-SEAL, great guy, great man of faith. I love him. He's awesome. But we were shown up because, you know, we were talking about, get out of bed. And he said, no. He said, no, when you wake up, you don't make your bed. He said, you get on your knees and you pray to God and you thank him for that day. So it comes down to something even so small as, yes, wake up on time, wake up when you need to, but kneel down and thank God. You have to start with very small actions. Start with a short meditation, start with a small spiritual reading excerpt, start with, you know, maybe a simple sacrifice, and build up and be consistent to become stronger. At the end of the day, you are making sacrifices for your soul, but these are sacrifices that don't only help you, they're helping others out there. They're helping your brothers in arms who are people fighting with you, who are Catholics. And that's something, there's another thing that I want to bring up is the name of our organization is Our Warpath. Originally, it was going to be the Warpath because, you know, the faith is war. You know, the battle never ends. We're always fighting. And we realized, no, we got to change that. It's Our Warpath. We each have different vices. We each have different strengths and weaknesses. We each are traveling on different paths. However, we all have the same end. So at the end of the day, we're fighting the same fight. We have the same end. We're on the same path. It's a united army. And that's something that's off topic, how Catholics are not united at all, which is extremely disappointing. But we have to come together and realize we're an army. And if we want to defeat the godless people out there that want to destroy Christ, want to destroy principles and values that have been held by the Catholic Church for centuries, we need to unite and we need to get things done. We need to stand up for our faith. We need to dare to be Catholic. Something I want to add to that, and I think we spoke about it before over the phone, is we're living in very different and interesting times. I think we're living in a time where I don't think the history of the world has ever seen the time we're living in. And especially as the Catholic Church, what we've seen recently during COVID and protests and all these different problems that are going on right now. But what we've seen is a lot of the Catholic clergy are falling away. They're fleeing their sheep. They are running away from their duty of state. And it goes back to why our Warpath is here. We're here to take a stand. You have to dare to be Catholic. You can't excuse yourself. You have to take accountability. You know, there's no surrendering. There's no retreat. You got to keep going and going and going. No matter the pain, you got to get up and go, because at the end of the day, you need to be doing not what you want to do, but what you need to do. You need to do what's good for your body, for your mind, and for your soul. So I really do think, and again, we were talking about it a week ago. I do think it's a very special time, and the Church Militant, the Catholics around the world really need to step up and take command.
Absolutely. And if people don't know how to do that, because it can really be scary, check out this website, ourwarpath.com. Check out just all of the material there. Will really help to give you what you need to be able to do what God put you here to do. If it's to fight or raise your children during this chaos, or to take care of patients during this chaos, whatever is your role, this will give you the tools to be able to do that and to persevere being Catholic, even though the world is against us, completely against us. If you feel the world's crashing down on you, you're doing it right, because they are really crashing down hard on Catholics. And this is why we need to stand up and be strong and say, no, this is the truth. It's time for us at any time in history. The Catholic Church needs to kick into high gear. Catholic laity, we need to show the world how to get through a crisis. And we have the tools to be able to do that. So let's use them. Let's show the rest of them how to do it.
I agree 100%. Yeah, if you're looking for a Catholic organization to really help you and lead you to what you're supposed to be doing when you need to be doing, you know, we have all the sources for you. We're there to help you. You know, you can contact us if you're having a hard time. Say, I need prayers. Contact us. We'll pray for you. We'll put up on the website. We'll do anything we need to do to better your soul, to better your life, and to bring you closer to God. That's why we're here for. And you know, and you can help us whether it's by donating, whether it's by buying a shirt that says "Dare to be Catholic." And you know, this is a shirt. While it's very comfortable with the cloth, it's extremely uncomfortable to wear because people look at it and say, like, who is this guy? You know, why are you wearing that? You know, yeah. And they look at you weird. And so, or, you know,
buy their merchandise, you guys.
Yeah.
Support them. Donate to our Warpath if you possibly can. These tools are available to you for free. If you can make a donation, I know it's really appreciated when doing ministry work to not just to have that support. So please, if there's any way that you can make a donation, please do. If you can buy I want a couple of, when you're going to get some more hoodies in, I noticed they were out. That's what I want. So yes, no, absolutely. If you can do that, support this because these tools are being provided to you guys for free. So
you have to put it in perspective. You know, I was thinking about it. People are spending money on monthly subscriptions for whether it's Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. If you're able to do that, and you're also using our Warpath, you can give a few dollars. If you're going to give to a cause that brings you some pleasure, like watching a movie. And again, there's nothing wrong with watching a movie at all. We have movies on the website, you know, that reviews that you can watch a good movie. But if you're going to watch a movie in your free time, support a cause that's bettering your soul and bettering your life. It'd be very much appreciated.
Absolutely. And I know after people use them that they're going to want to do that.
We're here for people to use us how they wish. As long as we're bettering a soul, we're in it 100%.
You're in the right place. No soul left behind. And we mean it. So we can kind of work together on that. I'll provide the tools to my viewers anyway, and you'll provide the tools, and I'll provide the links where they can find them, and I'll be sure to share them. That's the most important thing. So everybody, if you like our Warpath, which you will, there's no way you won't. Share it with the people that you love. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Instagram, share this video, like this video, and support their website, because if we don't support each other and we don't stick together, there's no chance for any of us. So that's how we're all in this together, and we mean it, no soul left behind. The poorest of soul needs the most, and
stay on the path.
That's right. The path is rocky, rigid, and sometimes really fun and enjoyable, but we're on it. And as Joe Rigi says, there is no finish line.
There you go.
Ave Maria. So did you have anything else you want to add, or would you like to pray us out with a prayer to St. Michael?
I will end you with a prayer, sure.
Oh, great. Okay.
I will add something.
Okay.
I will add one thing before I end with the prayer. It's going to be extremely difficult. You are going to want to give up. You're going to say, I've never been in so much pain in my life. You're going to want to quit. We have to realize there are other people out there that want to quit. There are other people out there that are suffering, that are in pain. There are other people that are losing people. They're losing friends, they're losing family, whether it be people that lose their faith or whether it be deaths. There are people struggling just like you. So realize there are other people struggling, so you have to stick together. They're in it also. They're on the path. They're getting it done. No matter where you are in the world, there are other Catholics that are doing what they need to do. So continue what you're doing, because it's not only going to strengthen you, but it's going to strengthen other people that are in the fight with you. So stay on the path. It's going to be hard, but keep doing it. There is no finish line. And yeah, I'll be glad to end with a prayer. Sancte Michael Arcangele, defendi nos in prelio, contra nequitiam insidias diablo este presidium, imperat illi Deus subices de becamor, tuque princeps missae celestis, satamelios quae spiritus malignos, qui adversianum armam propagantur mundo, divine virtute infernum nejuri. Amen.
Oh, thank you so much. So be sure to check out our warpath.com, and we will see you next time here on No Soul Left Behind, where we're fighting for every single soul, including yours and mine. God bless you.